first game of the Super League. Playday number 9, if I'm not mistaken. Might be 8. No, I think it's 9. Foggy steps into the ring once again. He wasn't that successful in the league thus far. He is facing the leader of the Super League, and that is LawLiet. The game starts now. Terrana stand it is. We will show you the standings at the moment. For LawLiet, he has 7 games already, 14 points. That is pretty damn good. In front of 120, in front of Lin, in front of Moon, in front of Infi. This boy has defeated Focus, Infi, Lin, that was a big surprise, Moon and TH. He only has to play Foggy and WFZ, and those two are on the bottom of the entire league. So on paper, it looks amazing for LawLiet. Foggy on the other side, only 4 games. He has some time to catch up, but he lost to Fly already, to Lin and to Moon. That's not a disgrace. It's the Vice World Champion, the best Orc and probably the best Night Elf in the world. He won against Infi, which was a surprise as well. So Foggy, are you still used to netties? Are you still in shape and can deal with the ping? That's the question here. LawLiet versus Foggy. A Night Elf mirror that doesn't get much better. As I said, we're starting on Terrana stand. And Terrana stand in this matchup is already super interesting because you have a lot of options to go for while I'm making the resources work. That is now. Foggy in blue. The resources should be fine actually, so we can go in game immediately. Foggy in blue, LawLiet in yellow. Korea versus Ukraine. That's good. If you notice that the resources are wrong, please let me know. But I'm pretty confident that it's right. Foggy in the upper left, LawLiet in the bottom right. Both the friends of the stream. LawLiet, one of the funniest guys that we have in the scene. Foggy, one of the nicest guys and most dedicated guys that we have in the scene. Both start with the Keeper of the Grove, obviously. What else in 2018? Oh, well, we have seen quite a few Demon Hunters here, especially from LawLiet, to have a counter to this Keeper. Lightning Shield creep against the Mercenary Camp, as always, to jump up to level 2 to get a big item here and access to the Mercenary Camp, especially versus Keeper of the Grove. The Shadow Priest is a must-have, and LawLiet is already here with a Wisp. Might be able to steal something, but the Keeper is coming, attacks the Wisp immediately. Mana getting burned a little. Item here is the Cloak of Shadows. The Engine of War is not going to fall. On the other side, we have the Keeper creeping here as well. Foggy did not send anything over. There's a Wisp here on the map to scout, but that's not a big deal, I guess. Gonna be level 2 for all of them. Cloak of Shadows and Scroll of the Beast for LawLiet. Foggy on the other side with a big mana potion. That's already pretty nice thing to have. The Treants were cleaning up this little green spot. Same for LawLiet, who's a little unlucky with the Cloak of Shadows. Oh, Foggy is still Orc race. I have to change that. There we go. So with the Potion of Greater Mana, you can do a lot. You can Entangle 4 times, you can summon Treants 3 times, and a Claws of Attack for him as well. Nice. So there should be a lot of pressure coming from Foggy, because that's just his style in general. And with that item, that helps him a lot. Once he has level 3, I can see going Treants on level 3 to have like 3 of them to be able to knock down an expansion, because the expansion for LawLiet is coming his way already. Talisman of Evasion. Thus far, the items for Foggy are a lot better than the ones of LawLiet. Tech-wise, we have no Huntress transition on neither side. Foggy is a little later with everything, but I guess that's due to an additional Moonwell. Expansion is at 50%, LawLiet a little later, but Foggy has to walk his tree over, so that should align. And Foggy is making his way over with the Staff of Teleportation. And that's it. We have 3 Treants here. That indicates level 2 on that spell, so no level 2 Entangle. For LawLiet, I think it's the other way around, with Entangle 2 and Treants 1. But that's exactly what I mean. Summoning the Treants, attacking the Tree of Life, and if you have to town portal out, that's still fine. This is a cancelled expansion. This buys him a lot of time. And he can just walk out if he wants to. It's a little experience for LawLiet, who uses his Entangle to lower the DPS of the Treants, dispels as well, but that's just too late. So Foggy keeps the Potion of Greater Mana, keeps the Town Portal, because there is no Entangle anymore, and just runs away after killing the second gold mine for LawLiet. The Hunter's Hall is a little late, but since you're going for the Alchemist right away anyway, it's not that big of a deal. Same goes for Foggy, but his Hunter's Hall is a little better, I guess. LawLiet with 3 mercenaries here, 2 Shadow Priests for the Dispel and Heal, Berserker for the damage. Foggy has the same amount of units. Wisp spread everywhere, so he has good vision on the map. Engine of War is in position for the next creep spot. And Foggy is applying pressure because he knows that he has the mana superiority, that LawLiet has to use his Moonwells to fill up the HP and mana anyway. 1 is still full, that's good for him. 6 Treants. And this is quite a hard creep camp to do. And LawLiet will be able to creep jack this, but maybe he can snipe the Enforcer anyway, get the big experience, and the item, oh, Wind of the Wind is nice, but the Wisp is coming in for LawLiet. Wind of the Wind being used immediately just to evacuate. Alchemist is coming, Acid Bomb on the mercenaries, and TP out. He sees the risk is just too high to stay in there. He has the item, he has the big experience. Leave the rest for LawLiet, it's all fine. He's sharing his experience anyway, so he's not risking a super fast level 4, or thanks to the Tome of Experience, he is giving him a level 2 Alchemist that way. Tree of Life at 30%. We have Foggy's expansion up already. Tech-wise, tier 2 is of course done for LawLiet, who's going into Dryads and maybe Mountain Giants. Foggy on the other side should do the same. Yeah, double Engine of Lore here. And more creeping on the side of Foggy. He has the Alchemist now himself, so it's a perfect mirror match thus far. And again, LawLiet is able to interrupt this creeping here. But once more, the big item goes to Foggy, but he's in a bad position now. So many Treants, Dispel everywhere, but it's still a lot of normal damage. Acid Bomb going into the casters here, so no Dispel anymore, so he has to retreat them. And Foggy is losing quite a bit at this spot. Did use the big Potion of Mana, can go for another Entangle, he has an Acid Bomb as well. Heal Spray being forced, so he can't go for Chemical Rage anymore. Alchemist gets away, there's no Acid Bomb follow-up thus far, so this Alchemist stays alive as well. Whew! Quite an action-packed early game from our 2 players. We get the first attack upgrade immediately for Foggy, as well as the tier 3 tech. We see this, no, not the same for LawLiet, who's still building his second Engine of Lore because his expansion is so late. Foggy is mining already for quite some time. 600 gold, and that's of course how you can afford the tech and the upgrade. Alchemist is level 3 though, and that's a big deal, because Foggy is only on level 1, a 2 spell difference on the second hero. Without having a huge advantage on the Keeper of the Grove, I think he's even behind. Yep, he's also a level behind here, so 3 spells ahead is the Korean. And the expansion is up as well. Shop is coming up only now, Shredder is here, Dryads are coming, tier 3 halfway through. And of course LawLiet is following up with Dryads as well. This time it's Foggy's time to creep jack this with an Acid Bomb onto basically everything at this laboratory. But we have, wow, the Scourge Bone Chimes. Doesn't matter if he goes for Bears or Mountain Giants, this is still great. Also for the Alchemist. With the Zeppelin he's trying to evacuate, saving this Archer here. There is not much anti-air. But 4-5 units can attack, and they do it immediately. Volleys are not enough, though. LawLiet is risking his Alchemist, but getting a Dryad for it, so even less anti-air. Second Dryad is dead as well. That's big pickups for Foggy at this point. The Zeppelin is crashing and burning, so here is Dizziness on the Keeper of the Grove. And level 2 for Foggy, but he's in trouble with his Alchemist. Can't staff him out. He doesn't have a staff, and that's a killed second hero for LawLiet. Can he get the revenge kill? Doesn't seem like it. There is mana for an Entangle, but also Dispel on the Shadow Priest. A nice heal spray. LawLiet easily winning this fight. He's going for it now, though, but the Potion of Greater Healing saves the Alchemist. Good find. And despite the Zeppelin crashing, LawLiet easily winning this fight. 5 supply difference. That is the second hero, basically. Small little pickups for. Foggy could use an entangle. Ah, doesn't have the mana. On this Shadow Priest, maybe. But alright, what are they going for now? It's still only Dryads, even though he has tier 3. For LawLiet, it is the same as his tier 3 has started only now. So for Foggy, it's still fine, as he has the big tech advantage and might force the first fight with the new tech units, or especially with the stronger Dryads. They're gonna be 2-1 in a bit. But the hero levels are an issue. 4-5-4. Wow. 5-4 versus 3-2. LawLiet got so much on this map. And he continues to creep very well. Went of mana stealing, level 4.5. There is an Engine of War attacking the Tree of Life now. Nice move by Foggy. Of course they have... Oh, they don't have the upgrade. No Nature's Blessing. So the Treants are a little weaker. Same goes for LawLiet. Now it's a 50 versus 50 fight, but where is the Alchemist? Is not here in this fight. Foggy, you cannot fight this. The hero is just way stronger. And yeah, he's picking up units one by one. Dispel immediately. He snipes the Berserker finally. Acid bomb, no, Chemical Rage used to be able to join this fight finally. But I think hope is lost, or is it? Level 4 here. Level 3 Alchemist is far away though. Zeppelin coming in for Foggy, trying to save this Dryad. Works for now. Has to be careful to not crash and burn as well. Foggy at 1,000 gold. LawLiet is at 1,200 as well. Still hacking and slaying away, forcing LawLiet to retreat in a bit. Tier 3 is done. More and more upgrades. Very upgrade heavy game. Haven't seen that in quite some time. They're spending so much gold on upgrades. For Foggy, it's a very dicey situation now, as he can't creep anymore. His opponent is at 5-5 Healthstone to keep the Alchemist ready as well. And now a town portal to save the Entangled Gold Mine. Okay, so at least the TP is gone. There's still no transition for none of the players to go into Mountain Giants or Bears, so it's just range. Foggy with the 3-1 soon, as the Engine of War falls, and LawLiet is expanding for the second time. More subs coming in here. Thank you, Yurko, for the 7 month. Another month when I can thank you for the cast. My pleasure, man. And Slayer, yo, with a 2-month resub. Moin, moin. Moin, moin to you, too. Foggy is expanding as well.
Forces are under attack.
I wonder if maybe with Zeppelin drops he can fight this. I mean, straight up fights are impossible. He cannot allow to donate more experience to LawLiet, because then he's gonna be 6-6 in no time. We have Tranquility and Transmute. These ultimates are so goddamn strong. And this Alchemist is still level 2. The Keeper is getting better, but man, this Alchemist is a big issue. Of course, he was dead for quite a while. He's taking this fight. Dryads are basically walking XP tomes, but he has the 3-1 upgrade against the 2-1 upgrade. Maybe that helps at least a little. Nice Engine of War counter by LawLiet against the expansion here, but Foggy is taking out this mine, but he has to TP out. There's no TP. Oh boy, how does he want to get out of this fight? Foggy has a Mountain Giant here now, so maybe with Taunt, he can win this fight. He's killing quite a bit. 70 supply for LawLiet, 48 only for Foggy. But where is this army of LawLiet? I don't see it. Alchemist, level 3 now, 2 Mountain Giants for Foggy. And they are so annoying. He's losing a lot of Dryads though. And the Keeper has the staff out. Is it enough? Yes, it is. But the Alchemist on level 3 is on his own now, with the big Mountain Giants, of course, but more and more Treants coming in. Mountain Giants for LawLiet now as well. There is quite some stuff on the menu here. Everything is hurt for LawLiet, but man, this Entangle is hurting way too much. The Keeper is not in range. There's another Entangle, and the Alchemist falls for the second time. Foggy has established the base in the upper right. Can he get away with these Mountain Giants? Oh, spot being used. Taunt, sorry. And Mountain Giants kind of counter each other. Keeper is coming in for the staff. But heavy losses. At least he killed the expansion. So if he can stall some time, he will have 2 bases extra. And might be able to get back into this game. 3-1 upgrade coming for LawLiet. Resistant skin as well. I'm pretty sure they have hardened skin by now. 2 Mountain Giants are fine. He needs more Dryads. Berserkers as well for the piercing damage. How far along are we to level 6? Ooh, just 100 XP away. And a big push from LawLiet against the expansion. If he can't hold this, I guess the game's over. He's feeding more wisps onto the Keeper. Gets a... Oh, sweet staff by LawLiet. Spot being used once more. LawLiet wants to fight, obviously. With the hero advantage. The Alchemist is still in the altar. He can distract, but how can you distract if 4 Treants with Nature's Blessing now are trying to kill your Tree of Life? He has to engage. He simply has to engage. Nice dispels from the Dryads. Getting more experience. Only 26 away from Tranquility. In the meantime, LawLiet's expansion is finishing up in the bottom left. Nice dispel against the Treants, so the Tree of Life stays alive. Heal Spray is so good for LawLiet. And here comes Tranquility. We have level 6 and everything is getting healed. Level 5 for Foggy here, so he could cancel this with an Entangle. Does he want to? Doesn't seem like it. He wants more Treants, I guess. But the healing is so insane. The Dryads can tank during Tranquility. And now Foggy has to TP out. And he gives up this base. Level 6 for the Alchemist as well. Transmute time. Foggy should have resistance skin by now, so he can't sell the Mountain Giants. But he can sell the Dryads. There's a Zapper coming. Is it enough? No! Nature's Blessing. So that was quite wasted. A lot of resources go into this repair. Foggy is aiming for a counterattack, but is that enough? He is 3 levels behind on the Alchemist. That's insane. 4 levels in total.
Players' forces are under attack.
3-3 upgrades coming now, but he just doesn't have the forces to kill this Expo, or does he? LawLiet has a town portal, gathering his troops, town portaling in. The damage is not enough. Foggy has to A-click and hope... Okay, he doesn't have a town portal once more. Okay, Tranquility again. The cooldown is super low. There is Acid Bomb. Okay, now Entangle to cancel this. But again, this was basically a free heal scroll right from the start. Keeper of Foggy is getting hurt a little. Entangle on the Alchemist. And that's GG. Very well done by LawLiet. Even though his expansion got cancelled early on, he fought back into this game. And yeah. Mass experience gave him such a big lead. Having the better Keeper, having the earlier level 2 Acid Bomb, he can just win all the fights with that. There was no chance for Foggy. But pretty cool Knight of Mirror here. With Mass Mountain Giants. Lots of GGs coming in, so glad you enjoyed it as well. 830 viewers for the first game of the day. That's pretty cool. Creep check into Tome of Experience was key. That is correct. That was most likely the key. 2 creep checks in a row also. Foggy got the item and the big creep, but LawLiet always got the rest, the big experience. And then it spiraled out of control. This Tome of Experience for an earlier heal wave was so big. Hey Disco Bear, nice you enjoyed the Rocket Bean show yesterday. Yeah, Peel Spray wasn't too bad. True. Usually it's rather Chemical Rage But that really helped. The heal spray really helped. Usually going for 2 spells that consume mana on a hero that's not really mana heavy is interesting, but you do have the choice. Foggy's tier 3 tech was too fast. I don't know. I don't think so. It was just the nature of having the expansion against having to rebuild the expansion. So the tier 3 was fine. In my opinion. I'm waiting for the invite. Here we go. Second map is Last Refuge. And Foggy, man, he needs to win at least a game. He needs the points, as you can see. He is slightly below, or at least slightly above WFZ, but such a big gap between him and Fly already. I mean, Fly has 2 games more, but Foggy, even if he loses, he needs to lose 1 to 2, because then he gets at least 1 point. LawLiet now at 15, could go up to 16 if he wins this next map. Because if you win 2-0, then you get 3 points. If you win 2-1, you get 2 points. If you lose 1-2, you get 1 point. And if you lose 0-2, you get 0 points. So, game starts. Last Refuge. Second map between 2 of the top 3 Night Elves that we have in the world. No doubt about that. Let me remind you once more that Foggy is playing from the Ukraine on a Chinese server, while LawLiet is playing from South Korea, so that's a lot easier for him. But that shouldn't be an excuse. Foggy has won those games before. The resources are swapped this time. Or are they? Yeah, Foggy in yellow. LawLiet in purple or something. Let's go! Map number 2. Can Foggy get his revenge in the Super League? Almost $10,000 on the line. With offline playoffs, baby. Can't wait to see that. So, a little deviation here. In builds, we have a normal build by LawLiet, rather passive, with an Engine of War only against the green spot. On the other side, Foggy, basically the same. I thought he would be further up here to go for the mercenary camp immediately, but that's not the case. Keeper of the Grove for the Ukrainian, and LawLiet with the same build, so no Demon Hunters here, no Wardens. We've seen a lot, but I mean, the standard is Keeper. We see it in 80% of the games, but you always have to be aware that there could be a Demon Hunter, that there could be a Warden, that there could be a Beastmaster, whatever.
A player's forces are under
They
attack.
both won WCA 2016. Can someone explain? Yep, that's the qualifiers. Unfortunately, our tool doesn't display it properly. Foggy won the European qualifier, LawLiet won the Asian Pacific qualifier. Foggy then, in the main event, dropped in the group stage, while LawLiet ended up with a silver medal, only losing to Lin at the end of the tournament.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Foggy went for the green spot as well. Rings of protection for both players. Wisp here for the scouts, so LawLiet will be aware, since it's daytime, that Foggy is creeping here. Uses a little mana for that entangle, but of course can be dispelled. And that's level 2 for LawLiet here, with the Cloak of Shadows once more. The third cloak in just 2 games. And LawLiet is the aggressor, Foggy is the aggressor now, can get the last hit, it's not fast enough. Maybe had his focus somewhere else. So with this aggression, he's already 1/3 of a level behind, as he's not creeping simultaneously. So he has to get something done, otherwise it's just lost time. Is someone willing to use an entangle for this huntsman only? They're battling for it. 144. And LawLiet gets it. Expanding his advantage even further, but with the Sand Snare... Oh, no damage here thanks to the Entangle. And now with the damage done, he has to run away. And this Archer stays alive as well, thanks to Loon's Grace. Foggy with the Tree of Life at this position. Very unusual to see this spot. LawLiet not going for an Expo. He is teching already. But with the early skirmish, I can totally see him go for an expansion soon. Ultra Vision coming in for Foggy, who also has a Huntress Hall. Is he building hunts? Yes, he is. With Sentinels, he's gonna have a lot of map vision. He has Wisp spread everywhere, but LawLiet saw it. He saw the tree. And he has level 2. So LawLiet has to Foggy has to defend this at all costs. It's such a big investment. He delays his tech by so much. I love this Archer ward here. To be able to see when LawLiet is making his way up. Huge vision from this one as well. But LawLiet just keeps on creeping. He wants level 3. It's not that easy on Last Refuge, but it's still doable. And he's 1 level ahead of Foggy, who's only teching now. I think he went only 1 hunt, not 2 hunt. But look at the tech. Just started versus almost finished.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, what can he do, man? The expansion is his win condition, that's for sure. Robe of the Magi for the Keeper and level 3, that's nice. Entangle on this Huntress, Entangle here on the Berserker, but immediately dispelled. So LawLiet has access to the Mercenaries now, while Foggy has not, and both of his Huntress are ensnared. But LawLiet doesn't take this opportunity to engage. 3rd Huntress coming, 4th Huntress coming. He's not moving over his Tree of Life yet. So he's losing some time over there. And LawLiet just plays it straight. 1 base, straight tech, no Huntress. Has 1 goal in mind, and that's Dryads. 2nd Engine of War. For defense and mass, but this doesn't look good, man. This doesn't look good at all. 4 Huntress now here. Can he at least get rid of some Archers or the Berserker? But LawLiet is already on tier 2. And this push is so hard. Poison Ivy, but dispelled. At least the Entangle. You can't dispel the Acid Bomb. Foggy is trying to get rid of this piercing damage, but it's only working. Oh, again, nice to have that Wisp here. Oh, but the Acid Bomb. This ticks down. 4, 5. Oh, the level up! No way! That Archer kill saved his ass, but he's out of range of the Moonwells. Now he's in. 2nd Engine of War is up as well. This was a phenomenal hold by Foggy for now. If he can keep the Expo up. But there's no repair nearby. The Keeper joins only now with new Treants. But this could be working. He has the mana for Entangle. Picks up the units and the tree stays alive. Dryads are coming though. And Dryads are the natural counter to Huntress. Expansion has been delayed by a lot. This could have gone way worse for Foggy. Losing the Engine of War, losing the Keeper of the Grove, losing the Tree of Life. Not the case. But still far away from level 3 Keeper. LawLiet has all the time in the world to creep now again. But almost losing the Engine of War. Foggy can still creep this one. He has an Engine of War nearby. He has a decent force to survive tier 2. Only now arriving there. And LawLiet is not expanding at all. So he's gathering his forces for the 50 supply push. And is waiting for tier 3. So creeping is of course easy now, and you can catch up a little with this. He's gonna get level 3 here.
Players' forces are under attack.
Rune braces again. Not the greatest item. LawLiet getting the consumables. Oh, and the mana stone. This is so nice. I haven't seen if he has heal spray or Tome of Experience again. Look at, he's catapulting his way onto level 3. For the second time. He's gonna be 4-3 again with this one. And Foggy saw it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Again, really? And he's getting the second consumable. We have the Potion of Greater Healing, level 4. And an Invo Potion as well. So Hero Focus certainly not an option for Foggy. With a weaker Acid Bomb. And the 2 consumables on the Alchemist.
A player's forces are under attack.
But the expansion is running. At least he has that. LawLiet though, with ease expanding now. There's no way Foggy can push this. The first Mountain Giant is out. We're gonna get Hardened Skin and Resistant Skin at the same time. Foggy not even on tier 2. Foggy not even with lores. It's only Engine of War. Mass tier 1. With the Moonglaves, with Archers and Mercenaries. But all these units stand against 2 Mountain Giants, strong heroes, and a bunch of Dryads.
The town is under siege.
Endurance aura, nice. But okay, he's getting the expo. The question is on what cost? Where's the Keeper? Coming to the fight only now. He's kind of forgetting about the Keeper. He's not fighting with him. What's up? Okay, there we go. Treants being summoned, but Acid Bomb on everything. Level 4 on the Alchemist with so many good items here to use. Foggy only at 40 supply, trying to snipe some stuff in the back. The Mountain Giants are just overwhelming, I guess. Keeper goes up to close to level 5. Heal Spray again. Not even losing the Dryads here, thanks to the Heal Spray. But the Keeper is in trouble. Ah, uses the big potion. Swapped over. Well done. Heal Scroll on Foggy's side. That's an all-in push right here. 2 Heal Scrolls and a Protection Scroll. All gone already. Needs to get this one. Oh, Staff out. LawLiet is on top of his game, as it seems. Saving all the important units. And killing what he can. And that's a bunch of Hunters. Nice that he knows that this Entangle is going through. Level 5. The Dryads will pick up this one as well. Chemical Rage to get away, but LawLiet stands tall after this almost all-in push. He's building mass Huntress again. But is that the solution against a level 2 Acid Bomb? Thank you, Marco Whale, for the sub, and also Root Cats for the host. Foggy is 1 level behind with his Keeper of the Grove, also with the Alchemist. Book of the Dead, not an item that he can really use. I mean, there's no Wisp here. He might be able to use it to kill the expansion once more. But he needs this red spot. Like, that's a must for Foggy. But I don't think he has the time. The pendulum swings back, and I'm pretty sure it will knock Foggy off a cliff. He's getting everything. Mercenaries, more hunts, items again. The Engine Protector is stalling some time, but he needs Wisp for the detonate. He has some for repair at the back, at the expansion. But Acid Bomb is just too strong. Huntress are melting against this. A little heal spray again. Book of the Dead being summoned. No wisps here. He could use the Dispel of the Dryads. Does so. That leaves more mana for the... or less mana for the Treants. Heal spray on the mountain. Look at how long it takes Foggy to kill one MG. Forever. He's losing 4 Huntress for it. And this is level 5 Alchemist. Keeper goes down. And the Mountain Giant is still alive. GG by Foggy. That didn't work. Very weird timing to go for this all-in Huntress push with the expansion in the back. But I mean, I can kind of understand that the tech was too fast for LawLiet. Foggy couldn't catch up. It just took too long for the expansion to run, I think. During that time, LawLiet crapped. LawLiet got the Mercenary Camp, got the Shadow Priests. Had basically everything he needed. And the Tomb of Experience, of course, once again. The superior Alchemist with a level 2 is pretty insane. So, our new bracket, or still not updated, but Foggy is 1-4 now, still 2 points. Pretty sure that he will go into relegation. He has one more match today, and that's against 1-2-0 later on. LawLiet now with 17 points, 6-2, and the only player he still has to face is WFZ, who hasn't won a single game. So LawLiet, amazing performance here at W League, guaranteed qualified for the playoffs. Everything else would super surprise me, as only 1-2-0 and Lin have less or equal amounts of losses. So good job, LawLiet, winning the first game here. So we have 3 matches more. I don't know the order, to be honest, but we'll find out. TH versus Focus, Infi versus 1-2-0, and Foggy versus 1-2-0. And I hope you guys stay tuned. We have more than 1,000 viewers here on a Friday early afternoon. And the best Warcraft action in the world. We go into a little break, and then we'll be back to Warcraft with W League Super League.